Welcome to Power Code Music. In this presentation, we're going to talk about audio effects and simply explain them. So if you're a beginner or just looking to brush up, hey, you landed in the right place. Professional audio effects are so commonplace these days that many people don't consider how to use them properly or what impact the effects used may ultimately have on their music. We know that audio effects manipulate how an audio signal sounds. They're controlled using various parameters that include rate, feedback, and/or drive. They're applied while mixing or recording music and while playing live. Now, an audio effect can be artificially created, or it can be an enhancement to an existing sound. It's really a process that's used to strengthen content for different things like music, TV shows, movies, live performances, animations, video games, and other types of presentations. We know that audio effects are integrated into devices such as digital audio workstations, hardware multi-track recorders, guitar amplifiers, synthesizers, drum machines, and much more. With this, if you're looking to upgrade your external hardware multi-effects processor or looking to buy a new one, then you know that the choices can be overwhelming, especially when it comes to guitar effects pedals. You and I both know that. However, there are some people out there who never use certain types of effects at all because they don't understand what those effects are, how they work, or how and when to use them. Well, in this presentation, we're going to do an overview of some of the most common types of audio effects used in sound production today. With this, we'll analyze what those are, how they work, and why they're used. This common group of audio effects includes chorus, compression and limiting, delay, equalization, expansion and noise gating, phasing and flanging, and of course everybody's favorite, reverb. Without further delay, well, that's a bad effects joke, let's start with the chorus effect. The verbal definition of the word chorus means a group of people saying the same thing at the same time. With this, a chorus effect is architected to make a single audio signal sound like it was generated by 3 or more sources simultaneously. The chorus effects works by adding many short delays to an audio signal. However, it is important to understand that it doesn't repeat the same delay. Every audio delay, it has a different tempo and length. The result is a random feeling that's required for a natural and expected chorus sound. Now, changing the delay effect's time parameter also affects the audio signal's pitch, which can make the chorus effect sound fuller and like it's coming from a larger source or group. Let's move on to compression and limiting effects. The word compress means to flatten by pressure or squeeze. The compression effect works to reduce the dynamic range of an audio signal. This is the range between the softest and loudest sounds. When the sound, or should I say the effect, is invoked, the gain of the audio signal's attributes that are above a specified threshold are reduced to lower levels. As a result, the signal is then increased because the loudest parts of it are reduced. Compressors are often used to make your audio signal sound more polished because what they do is control the maximum levels by maintaining the higher average loudness of your music. Limiting is also a form of compression, but it's an acute form of it. Limiting is different because instead of reducing the high level gain smoothly, a limiter restricts all signals above a specified threshold to a gain that's the same. As a result of limiting, the audio signal cannot be raised because it has a cutoff point that's firm. Limiters are generally used in conjunction with compressors to guard against signal clipping. Let's check out delay effects. The way that the delay effect works is pretty straightforward. Digital delay units record a sample of audio and play it back. When invoked, the audio signal that's played is followed by a slightly postponed copy of itself. And this is basically the same as an echo. Now, delay effects time parameters can be adjusted from milliseconds to seconds. And as a result, this can produce one or more echoes that fade quickly in relation to the signal levels. Delay effects can be used to modify a recorded sound by reversing it, altering its pitch, or more depending upon the features of the specified delay unit. It's important to note that the delay effect is the basis for other audio effects such as chorus, flanging, and reverb. Let's move on to equalization effects. The word equalization means to make uniform an application or effect. Audio equalizers have specific controls for fine-tuning certain audio frequencies. When invoked, this effect boosts or reduces signal levels, allowing you to attenuate the frequency levels of an audio signal. The bass controls adjust low frequencies, whereas treble controls, of course, modulate high frequencies. The equalization effect is generally used to reduce feedback and or correct signals which may sound unnatural. Now let's discuss the expansion and noise gating effects. The word expansion means the action of becoming larger or more extensive. The expansion effects works to increase the dynamic range of an audio signal. When invoked, high audio signal levels stay virtually unchanged, but the low audio signal levels are reduced. As a result, the distance between the loud and quiet in an audio signal is much greater. Think of an expansion effect as the opposite of a compressor. It's often used for adding attack and excitement to sound sources like drums, percussion, synthesizers, vocals, pianos, and guitars. The noise gate is also a kind of expansion, but it's an acute form of it. Noise gates work to completely remove or reduce the value of an audio signals that are below a specified threshold. As a result, the higher audio signals remain and the background noise is removed when the audio signal is not present. Noise gates are often used to eliminate background noise in between musical phrases. Let's move on to phasing and flanging effects. Phasing, also known as phase shifting, takes advantage of the way audio waves interact with one another when they're out of phase. Keep in mind that the word phase in regards to an audio signal refers to the position of a sound wave in time. When you look at a sine wave on a graph, for instance, the phase is the wave's position along the x-axis. In regards to a periodic waveform, the phase shows the point along the shape where the pattern starts. The word periodic means that the waveform shape repeats in the same pattern until it's stopped. When invoked, the phasing effect uses the primary audio signal in conjunction with a copy of itself, which is then phase shifted, that is, that copy. As a result, the out-of-phase interactions with the original audio signal over time creates a type of sweeping or whooshing effect. Flanging is a type of phasing. When invoked, the flanging effect mixes two identical audio signals together. One audio signal is then delayed by a small and slowly modified period of time. Changing the delay in time makes the two audio signals sweep up and down the frequency spectrum. That's how it works. Phasing and flanging are very popular guitar effects. Last but by no means the least, let's check out the reverb effect. Reverberation happens when a sound hits a hard surface and then reflects back to the listener at varying times and amplitudes to create a complex echo. This echo carries information about that physical space, and it's natural. It's what our ears are used to and what they expect. The reverb effect works by having many sounds reflect repeatedly in a very short amount of time based on preset parameters. Dry studio recordings often lack the natural environmental resonance that the human ear is used to and expects. This is how we can often determine if a recorded sound is natural or fabricated. Reverb effects are used to restore a sense of depth or space and natural ambiance to a recorded sound. In summary, choosing and using the right effects to make your production sound professional is an art form, to say the least. It often requires patience and restraint. A good rule to remember in many cases with effects is that less is more. In your music productions, the focus should be on the recording of the song first and not the effects, unless for some reason your requirements in this regard are different. Well, my friends, that's a wrap. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up and click the subscribe button on your screen now and join our group. We have new videos coming out every 7 to 14 days, and we would love to have you be a part of our team. Also, leave a comment in the comments section below. Let us know what you think about this video. And check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify. Hey, while you're here, check out some of the other videos, listen to some of the other music, and also check out the playlists. They're designed just for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you soon.